Let us talk about past, present, and future, or in other words, time. I have told you we divided time into three: past, present, and future. Is there a past? No. We can remember a past, but we can't experience the past because it's gone. It's no more there. It's like something that you deleted or it got deleted because you can't go there and change it. There's no way you go to the past and change it. So, now look at the present. Present is the only moment you can enjoy or be alive or see things or hear things or feel things. Only in this present, only this particular moment, only you can exist. Because I told you can't go to the past and be there. So no point thinking about it. No point thinking about the future also. Because the future has not come yet. Future always comes as present. So just to talk things, just to explain things, is all right to talk about the past and future. And even if you want to do things, it's okay to have some idea about the future, what you want to do, what you want to become, what you can do, or what you're planning to do. It's all right to have a plan or whatever. But if you have too much expectations, hopes about the future, what will happen? If it not happen the way that you have been thinking, then the sadness comes into you because you expected certain things to happen in future the way that you wanted. So because of that, accordingly to the expectation, things did not happen. So now you are sad. So it is all right to have a plan in your head, but don't expect that to happen as exactly the way that you have been thinking. When you just think of your past, the things that has happened in the past, you can just go back and think. That is not an issue. But you can go think about the past and see how many things has happened accordingly to your thoughts. Maybe very few. Some people might say, yeah, most of the things did happen. All right, that's fine. But when you look closely into this, only we can experience the world only in this particular moment. That means we can live only a moment. From moment to moment, we are transforming. But we don't see this because of the memory, the past memory we think we have been living all this time. Yes, it's true. But when you look deep into this, you can understand there is only one moment. So, our consciousness and the mind is showing us a dream of a moment. So that is all that is there. I will tell you something else. Do we see 360 degrees? No. We only see 180 degrees. If we think we can see 360, is it true? No. Because the other 180 is a memory. Memory in your head. You think only what you can see is in front of your eyes. What is behind you is just a memory. When you look closely, now imagine you are standing and you are seeing in front of you. And there were few things, you remember there were few things behind your back, behind you. Imagine there is a painting or a wall, or not a painting, or a desk, or a couple of chairs behind. So you think still those things are there. So imagine somebody comes and remove these things. But still you are thinking those things are there. When you turn back and look, you will notice those things are not there anymore. So now you just see whether what you have been thinking, is it correct? No. It is not correct. Because we have been thinking, or you have been thinking, those things were there, but when you look back, it is not there anymore. So can you always say what you see, what you saw earlier is still there? Can you be 100% sure? No. So these are little bit of controversial things. Because that is why I always say, just look into yourself and see how your senses are functioning. Without doing that, we will not be able to understand what it is. You have to inquire it and go deep into it, and then find out, are we seeing a magic or illusion, or is this true? So I just leave those things to you, and then I will go to another part of this. Now what happened? Now when you look at something, you recognize, or you are introduced, or you saw something new at the first time. For the very first time when you saw something, what happens? Because you register an image inside your brain. First the image appears in your eyes, then it goes to your brain and it gets registered. Now next time, the second time you are seeing it, when you are seeing the image, the same image, for the second time, what happens? Do you see the same it over and over again? No. You see the image inside you. Second time, you are not seeing it. You see the image inside you. Then you match this image with the outside what you see. So that is why the people say sometimes, you have become fat, or you have gone thinner, or you have lost weight. How could anybody say something like that? Because he is matching what he expected to see, the same image. But then when you see the image again, you start comparing the outside image and the inside image. So that is how you see the difference between these two images. So I'm just opening up some avenues or pathways for you to discover things. Just look into yourself like this. When you have a little bit of time, just see. You can see all this because we are being blindfolded by a lot of things, lot of ideologies, lot of concepts, and so many of the other things. So if you want to come to light or open up yourself, always you have to look within and see how it is happening. Then you will be able to find out on your own what is really happening, why we call it illusion, why we call it a Maya. This world, a creation of your consciousness. The consciousness is what? Consciousness is created by the thoughts. So again, it's something I will explain it in a very simple way. It's like a movie which you created earlier. Now you are looking at this movie. Once you are looking at it, only that you can see there are some mistakes. I wanted it to be like this, but it does not, it has not happened the way I want it. So now I want to change this. And so now you are making another episode of it. You created the film, now you are seeing it for the first time, and then you want to change it in certain parts of it, certain dialogues of it. So now you are creating another film. That means you are altering it. So like that, we keep on doing all the time. So I'm not going to explain too much because I just want you to discover these things. Just keep on thinking. So you might have better ideas than me. We are all, if we are all the same, all the human, we have the same capacity. It is how far you go down in this, you will know more and more. The realization is the most interesting thing because you discover the truth and you start seeing the truth of this. So discover it your own way. There is a pattern for this. Only what you have to see how this pattern is working. So when you know the pattern, I told you about the alphabet, universal alphabet. So that is what I call about universal alphabet, the pattern of it. When you know the pattern, then you will see how everything is happening. So that is called intelligence. So intelligence comes into you not learning from somebody, not by learning things. Intelligence comes to you by observing things on your own. Observing without judging it. Observing just let something be like that, whoever or whatever, and just observe it. Without judging, when you observe something, then only you will see how it happens. Even about yourself, don't judge yourself. Maybe sometimes good thoughts will come into your mind. Sometimes some disturbances will be there, but don't worry about it. So there are no effects on those. Whether it's a good thought or a bad thought, or correct thought or incorrect, it's just a thought. So what do you have to worry about it? People are worried about their thoughts. Thought is just a thought. Thought does not, because of a thought, will there be an ache in your body or pain in your body? No. It is the pain is created in the mind because of a thought or a thinking pattern. Thought is just illusion. So, when you look deep into these things, you will know and you will understand on your own about the inner structure of ourselves, how this illusion is taking place and how this illusion is projected to outside. Then only you will understand that we are being inside the illusion which created by our consciousness. Thank you.